Right. So let's get down right to it.
Okay.
Talk to me. What does All Things Curly, Dreams by KG, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do they do? What is it?
So a lot of people know me originally. Like, I have like a couple of lashes on my site. So originally I started selling lashes. It's just something that I've always been passionate about. Makeup, just hair. I feel like growing up, my biggest inspiration was my younger sister. We're like night and day, but we're like two peas in a pod. So we look so different, but we're like the same person at the same time. So she inspired me for this collection. She has like 4C, between like 3C, 4C hair, I'd say.
Okay.
And I just watched her struggle a lot growing up with it. Like, it's harder to do when you go to the hair salon. It's harder to find hairstyles for it. My mom's hair is like, my mom has straight hair. So styling our hair, it was always a process. It was hard to get it moisturized. It was hard to find products that worked with both of our hair. So I wanted to make it easier for people with hair like mine, like my sisters. Just women that have curly hair. Right now is the time that beauty and like black women are coming into the market, and that's we need more of that. So that's what All Things Curly is. It's for black girls. It's made by black girls, and that's just what it is. Like, actually, when I dropped the line, I promised myself that I would wear my natural hair for 2 years. Oof. Just as a promise to myself. That
was from when you dropped the line. So that was a couple weeks ago.
So I dropped the line on Saturday. So that's why I had the release party at Binks and Broncos. Shout out to Binks and Broncos. That's important to me to shout them out because Philippe, he's the owner.
Right.
And he gave me a platform. He gave me somewhere. I was the first girl to ever have a pop-up shop there. So he gave me that push. He kept telling me like, it's gonna be great, don't worry about it, because I was so nervous and I was so worried. And he's like, no, it's gonna be great. And he was like, the day before, he was with us there all day helping us set up. So
very supportive then.
Very. That's how my city is.
Kind of desire you, but what do you represent?
I represent black women, black young girls.
Talk to them.
Black youth. I represent Brockton, the 508, made and broke me and made me again.
Ooh.
So that's just a few things I represent. I represent women, girl power, like I'm all for girls, and just bossing up. Just bossing up. I want women to be on top.
Oh man, I hear that. A lot of women are supportive of a lot of women. I wish men were supportive of men, but we'll get there.
Well, we're living in a man's world, so.
Very true. Like, won't even argue with you in that one. Well, how did the pandemic affect you?
So, the pandemic affected me in several ways. Some negative, some positive. So I'll start with the negative. A lot of my packaging is from overseas, so that took a long time to come in. So I had to keep pushing back my release date. But other than that, it gave me a lot of time to be in the house and just focus on what I needed to do. Because I was testing the products for about a year. So once the pandemic hit, that's when I started planning a party. And that's when it was getting to the last and final stages. So it gave me that time to really just be in the house, focus on myself. Like, I live in LA, and it's just me and my best friend that live there. So I didn't have any distractions. It was just in the house, working on my formula, testing it, talking to the people that were testing my products for me, because I sent it out to so many people before I released it. I wanted it to be perfect. I wanted it to work for all hair types. Even if you go on my site and you order, you notice that it asks you your hair type.
Right.
Because I cater to each and every one. Because what my hair needs is not the same thing as what the next person
Right, you cater to the person in the bag.
Exactly. And that's something that we struggle with in the beauty industry for black women. They'll make a lot of hair companies will make products that is like, oh, this is for curly hair, and then you'll use it and you're like, oh, this doesn't work for my curly hair. So that's why I called it All Things Curly. Oof. So whatever curls you have, whatever knots, anything you have, Dreambykg is gonna work for you.
Wow, I mean, nothing more to say than that. That's amazing. I love the way you phrased it.
Thank you.
Well, let me ask you a real quick side note question. LA or Boston? Put you on the spot there, didn't I?
Okay, so.
Okay.
First of all, Brockton. So I'm gonna pick Brockton over anywhere. I feel like you should have that hometown pride. My city shows me so much love, and I love them back, and that's where I get a lot of my support from. But shout out to everywhere else though, because I've been getting a lot of orders from everywhere, so you know. But LA, I love LA because of the weather. and it's more of a chill vibe. It's a lot compared to the East Coast. You could chill, like it's less distractions. I'm the type of person, like I really have to be to myself to get things done. I get distracted easily. I'm a Gemini. I'm everywhere.
Ooh.
Everywhere.
Gemini,
yes.
Interesting.
But always home. I always pick home. But the vibe here, it's like nowhere else. But I gotta go to LA so I could.
I hear you. You gotta expand. You gotta get out there, get out to the world.
LA is also very it has a lot of different cultures, a lot of different people. So you know, I like it. I feel like it's making me more well-rounded and chill.
I like that. Well, in that case, let me ask you this. A follow-up to that. How do you manage your time? I mean, you busy person, right?
I am a busy person. No. Now I try to. I make a list. Honestly, lists are my best friend. I have lists in my notes. I have lists in my car. I have post-it notes. Like whatever is more important, I deal with it that way. But it does get hard. There's times where my mom's like, "You haven't called me in 3 days." You know what I mean? So it's like. I try. I get pulled in all different directions. So I'm still working on time management. I'm still working on it, but we'll get there one day.
Better call your mom. I call my mom every day. You should.
Yeah, but it's like, you know how moms are.
Of course.
They're gonna call you at the most random times and they want to talk about the kitchen or something, like towels. And I'm just like, listen, like I'm busy right now.
You just talked about that yesterday.
Yeah. But you know, I gotta work on checking in with people. That's what it is.
That's
like,
important to
I'm working
family.
on that. Exactly.
Well, talk to me about some of the hurdles you overcame, like for your business or out of your frustrations and just personal.
So when I first did, like I released lashes and I started Dream. It was Dream Collection before it was Dreambykg. I struggled with just not even the business aspect, but the marketing. Because I went to school for accounting and business marketing, so that I had that down pat. But it was hard for me to market to people outside of who I knew and who knew me. So that's something that I'm working on now. That's why I decided to have the sip and shop, because I wanted it to be open,
right? And
I wanted anyone to be able to be accessible to it. And I think,
hear that.
and it was very effective. So
very successful.
Exactly. So. That would be like probably my biggest in distractions. Like when I started Dream Collection, I was still on the East Coast. I was dealing with school. I was dealing with just life stuff. So that was it was hard for me to separate business and personal. Now when I get in the business mindset, I'm like, whatever's going on, it doesn't matter because I have to focus on this. This needs to get done because God willing, I want to quit my 9 to 5 by January. I gave myself till January.
That's a good goal.
So I'm focused. Before it was the focus and determination that I was lacking. I was like, oh, you know, like if it sells, it sells. Now I'm like, it has to sell.
That's right. You put your whole heart into it.
Exactly. I put everything.
And I love that type of energy. You gotta have that type of energy and mindset. A sample today that you brought?
I do. I have a few samples.
Ooh, let's get right into it.
Okay. This is my favorite product.
Okay.
The Dream Silky.
Dream Silky.
Yes, you can go ahead and open it.
Okay.
The Dream Silky is a do-rag, but I love when guys wear do-rags. Like waves, I love waves.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what? I need to get some guys with my name on their head. And this is the wave cream.
The wave cream.
Yes.
So this is gonna give me waves.
It's not, okay, see, here's the thing about products.
Talk to me.
That I need people to understand.
Talk to me.
Hair is genetics.
Okay.
So you can manipulate it and you can make it how you want, but you have to upkeep it. So the wave cream, it helps moisturize your hair and it helps hold your hair. This is my curl poo, which is basically shampoo. And notice all my products, anything that starts with the C, I changed to the K because my name's Kayla.
Well, listen, I absolutely love what you did today here and I enjoyed it. Again, I want to thank you for your time. It was great meeting you, Kayla, and I look forward about hearing your success and your virtues.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.